Guten Morgen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Here in the Dothark camp, and there's another Eva current quest with a picture. Mauci is hunted by his past. It is not often that we have travelers in Dothark Kha. There's something I would ask of you, if you have the time. My name is Mauci of the 7 and 7 swords. I'm a reincarnation of a master swordsman. They say he was so fast with a sword, it was as if he wielded 7 blades. Indeed, he was well respected. However, I struggle to believe I am he. No matter how much I practice, my swordsmanship improves not. I would like you to ask around the village. Find out if I'm truly who they say. If there's a secret concerning my previous life, they will not tell me no matter how much I ask. Remember, the Dothark believe they are always reincarnating. What are you saying? Of course his name is correct. He may be clumsy with a blade at the moment, but he will improve in time. I hear that the previous Mauci also struggled when he first picked up a sword. All he needs to do is train. You do not believe Mauci to be the incarnation of a swordsman? Nonsense. There were no other Dothark born the year Mauci passed. The previous Mauci of the 7 and 7 blades was a true warrior. His swordsmanship was unmatched. I cannot believe he would not be reincarnated. Mauci. He always happens to run off somewhere when I try to help him with his training. He does his name a disservice. Are you able to learn aught? I see. I'm exactly as they say. My thanks for your help. You look like you could hold your own in battle. How did you grow so strong? I grew strong during my adventures. Yes, I suppose I'm lacking in experience. I cannot leave a village, but I can learn from you. Could I ask you to teach me? I think of no better way to make myself stronger. You need not answer right away. You will help me after all? Fantastic. Would you mind telling me your name? Serenia. Serenia, you say. A fine name indeed. I would like to observe you fighting so that I may learn what it is I'm doing wrong. I shall find some Nama Analas and study how you do battle with them. I took some of the fatty meat we usually feed to cattle and spread it around this area. The Nama Analas will be here shortly. They cannot resist anything that burns as easy as fat. Here they are. So when you watch out, they're here. Where? Ah, from there. Your style differs from what I'm used to, but is by no means unnatural. Thank you, Serenia. You have given me much to think about. I shall try and make use of what you've shown me in our practice tourney. It will be starting shortly. It has been quite a while since I took part. What happened? Well, as you no doubt saw, that did not go to plan. Surely no one believes I'm a legendary swordsman now. I do not understand. How could Mauci of a 7 and 7 swords be bested so easily? Wait, no, I see now. He merely pretended to lose to lure his opponent into false sense of security. Do not hold back, you insult me. What do any of you about Mauci? He's weak. Simply forcing him to fight will change nothing. Are you an acquaintance of Mauci's? I'm Khan. I've been best friends with Mauci ever since we were little. I know him better than most. You have doubtless heard all about how weak he is. However, I want to change his life for the better. Would you be willing to help? When the Dothark child is born, the cartoon looks into their eyes to determine who they were in their past lives. Rarely is the cartoon wrong, however I can only think she made a mistake with Mauci. Truly, have you seen him hold the blade? Yet despite his lack of ability, Mauci himself refuses to give up. He blames himself when it is not his fault. Silence. You cannot understand. Mauci, I know you are disheartened. You just lost in combat. Put down your sword and relax by taking a well-earned bath. I have a bad idea. There's somewhere just outside the village I would rather visit. Serenia, would you join me? There's something I wish to discuss. Please speak with him. I do not think he would appreciate my company at the moment. Thank you for coming. There's a place to the north I go in order to calm down sometimes, although I can hardly make the journey unarmed. Would you accompany me in case any creature should attack en route? If you are willing, let me know when you're ready to depart. You will join me? Excellent. Our destination is that lamp on the hill to the north. Escort Mauci safely to the lamp. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to Dothark Kha, where you may wander with him before trying again. I feel so light without my sword. Shall we get going? Yep, I knew you. Shall we? Had to do with animals. Thank you, Serenia. Quite a view, wouldn't you agree? Ah, I feel calmer already. I appreciate that Kulan is worried about me, but she will never know what my life is like. I know it's not fair to harbor feelings of jealousy toward her, but I cannot help it. She has no trouble living up to her name. I wish I could just throw down my blasted sword, walk away from it all, but I feel the weight of a village's expectations on my shoulders every single day. I do not care about improving my swordsmanship. I only desire strength, the kind of strength that would make me a worthy member of the Dothark tribe. I've done nothing but complain since we arrived here. My apologies. It's time I resumed my training. I shall meet you at the bottom of the hill. Look out! Punch! Punch! I know not what just happened. I think I defeated the beast with my fists. Perhaps I was wasting my time training with a blade. It seems hand-to-hand combat is a better match for me. Please go on ahead to the village, Serenia. I wish to confirm something on my own. Oh, and tell Kulan I may have found a solution to my problem. I hope that puts her mind at ease. So stop being a gladiator, be a monk, yeah? It suits you better. Where's Mauci? Did something happen to him? Surely you don't leave him unarmed in the desert. He bested a Mansasiri with his bare fist, you say? Well, that's quite something. It also makes me even more inclined to think he's been named incorrectly. Please, Serenia, help him look into this. We need to find out Mauci's true identity for his own sake. Kulan has a point to prove. It is time to prove that Mauci is not or never was a master swordsman. We will need to get our hands on some concrete evidence. I know of an Uyagiri Udgan who is said to know all that ever was and shall ever be. Let us ask her about Mauci. Head to a cave to the west known as the 101 Revelations. That is where the Udgan dwells. I shall fetch Mauci and bring him there. Come closer, weary traveler. You have done well to find me. For it is not you to whom I need speak. Ah, Serenia. Good to see you made it here without no problems. Have you spoken with Utgan? I must admit, I'm impressed she knew it was I, not Serenia, that required her guidance. I'm also aware of exactly what troubles you, child of a Dothark. Tell me what you wish to know. Am I truly Mauci of the 7 and 7 swords reincarnate? That I do not know. Uyagiri Utgan have never professed to know the past, only the future. I cannot see your previous life, but I can tell you that you shall become a great warrior someday. If that is all you wish to know, then you may take your leave. I need no thanks. Focus your sights on the present, as it will lead to your future. You need not dwell in the past. That is a very generic but also good advice. Long, long ago, the Uyavia were a tribe ruled by the gluttony. However, they realized the error of their ways, choosing to meditate in caves like this one. Focus my sights on the present. I suppose I ought to let the villagers know once and for all that I'm not Mauci of the 7 and 7 swords. I'd rather be banished from the village for denying the cartoon's judgment than continue to live this lie. My fists are the best weapon available to me. This I realized after we parted ways in the desert. I shall train with a blade no longer. If your mind is made up, then you should show your newfound strength to the village. Prove that you have no need of a sword. Go to the north and do battle with a matanga. Slay it in hand-to-hand combat and bring back its fangs as proof of your victory. Do this, and even the cartoon will be forced to accept the truth. Thank you for all your help, Kulan. I shall do just that. Serenia, please accompany me. I require a witness. I have not seen Mauci this enthusiastic in a long time. I eagerly await your triumphant return. Thank you for coming. I shall slay the beast shortly. Make sure nothing gets in my way. Other creatures may be drawn here by the fighting. Make sure to take care of them. Surveying. Of course I pulled the barrels as well. More surveying. Serenia, I've triumphed. I bested it with my fists alone. Your help was key. For that, you have my thanks. You may return to the village first. I still need to extract some of the beast's fangs. Do make sure to tell Kulan of my success. Where is she? Here. It is good to know all went well. I've requested that the villagers gather as Mauci has something to share with them. Sadly, not all of them responded to my call. It will truly be a shame if Mauci is banished from the village, but it's preferable to him continuing to struggle. Thank you all for coming. I have something important to share. I am not Mauci of the 7 and 7 swords. I have awoken to my true path. My skills lie in hand-to-hand combat. Never again shall I wield a sword. Here are the fangs of a matanga that I bested with my bare hands. I've also slain Mansasiri by Nama's retreat. Serenia, the traveler among you, bore witness to both these duels. Yes? It's not my wish to deny the cartoon, but I have no choice. Banish me if you must, but there is no other path left for me. To think that you beat a Matanga with just your fists. That's our Mauci. Did no one think to tell you? The previous Mauci fought with a range of different weapons. The last one may have been skilled with a sword, but the Mauci before him was a master of a bow. It's no surprise you find your skills lie elsewhere. You will, however, need a new name. Perhaps Mauci of a 7 and 7 fists would be adequate? In short, my worrying has been for naught. It is a relief that I get to keep my name, but I struggle to be truly happy. Why did no one tell me of the other Maucis sooner? This is doubtless what the kgan meant. Focus your sight on the present. I'm just glad you can continue living here. Kulan and Serenia, I'm truly sorry for wasting your time. However, I must also thank you. You two have helped guide me to this new path I must now walk. I shall train like never before. It's up to me to do this new name justice. Okay. Probably a bit shorter than usual, but I end this episode here. I would say that is all there is to this. And until next time, I'm Mace and don't get lost.